Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which today finds the presenter wearing his social anthropologist hat, a hat that has been gathering dust in the cupboard due to a lack of interest on the part of the listener. Do you know the bars, they've got 5 TVs, and there's a different match in every one of them?
Yeah.
And people are sitting there, and being a social anthropologist, and being a physical anthropologist as well, you see,
Right.
I can't help it whenever I go to a place, you know, I just look at all the people and try and look for similarities.
Right.
Because that's what anthropologists do.
Right.
They try and make a generalised assumption of what they see in front of them.
Right.
And I went into the bar and I looked and I saw all the TVs and everything, and I saw all these men stand at the bar and milling about and sitting, you know, doing whatever they do, going to the toilet, talking, and I realised that they all looked exactly the same. They're all the same height.
No.
They were all the
You're
same
making
height.
this up now.
I'm not making. I'm an
Can't be all the
anthropologist.
same height.
I'm a participant observationalist.
Well, go ahead. Right.
That's what I'm. I'm a participant
Right.
observationalist.
They're all the same height.
All the men standing at the bar were all exactly the same height, and they had the same belly sticking out over their belly.
Yeah.
And it was this, and they all seemed to be wearing the same shirts, and they all had the same wee waddly kind of walk. Because these were men who were never fat before. These were men who, when they were young, were thin. So they never had a fat man's walk. Do you understand what I'm saying? No way fat men walk. They do have this rolling gait. People who are fat all the time. People who are fat. Now, Nolan has it. He has a rolling gait. No, like a sailor. Because it distributes the weight back and forth.
Stan Laurel.
No, I think you mean
What
Ollie.
do you call him? What do you call the boy?
Oliver Hardy.
Oliver Hardy.
Ollie had that kind of...
Ollie could carry his weight well.
You see...
He's very light. He's very light
in his feet.
Wasn't he?
What you do is you walk with a kind of a sailor's rolling gait, and the weight is never concentrated on one part at the same time.
Because he was fat all the time.
Fat all the time. When you've a fat child, like Nolan was a fat child, obviously, and he has developed the rolling gait. Now, a man who was thin when he was young does not develop that rolling gait. So what he has now, he has to accommodate his fatness. So they do a wee kind of a fat man shuffle.
Well, I've started collecting bellies. Does that make me a wee bit of an anthropologist? I look at men and I would give points. I would say...
Well, I think every man there in that pub last night was worth at least a 9 out of 10.
There's some great bellies.
And they always look... And do you know what's happening too? See, these men are short, right? And so consequently, they can only get trousers that are broad. Right, so they can't get trousers.
What do you mean
broad? Broad legs. So the trousers, their arse isn't all that big, because
no, they should be wearing braces.
No, but their arse isn't big, you see, but they've got this belly.
Yes.
So, well, what they've got is basically a 32-inch arse, right?
Yes.
But they've got a 50-inch waist. So
Yes.
you can't get a pair of trousers with 32-inch arse and a 50-inch waist. You can't get that.
Yeah.
What you have to get is a 50-inch pair of trousers, right? So you have to get trousers that's going to go round your belly, and there's just a big load of material hanging down. It's around your legs and everything. And then the shirts, they have to get big shirts so that they can let it hang out over their belly if it's not gone long enough. And the collars are too big. And what they actually look like, they look like people who were like 8 feet tall but have shrunk down to 5'4", and they're wearing the clothes belong to a big taller man. During the course of his fieldwork, the presenter has noticed that all men are beginning to look alike, in much the same way as plastic surgery is making all women look like trout-pouting sisters. Interruptus has noticed that his belly, for instance, is morphing into those sported by others.
There's a man, and I want his belly. He's got the belly that I want.
But yours is coming on fine.
No, I'm worried about my belly.
Emma, isn't his belly coming on fine? She says yes.
Yeah, I'm worried about my belly.
I'm worried about it too, because it's starting to protrude. You're starting to become one of those men.
No, I will never become.
If you stood beside one of those men, you wouldn't stand out.
You see, I can't argue against that. I'm beginning to take note of my belly.
You get down that slippery slope. Do you remember you used to slag me about my little belly? My belly's gone now. It's gone.
But there's a man that I know, you see, and I look at him and I say, that's the belly I want there.
Did you care to identify him?
No, I wouldn't mention his name.
Is he a local man?
Is he? He is and he isn't.
Is he a man that would be on television? A television belly?
No, he's not a man.
Nobody knows who this man is. If you named this man, it would embarrass him, because he's not in the public eye. Is that what you're saying?
Well, he is in the public eye.
Well, if you said his name, would we know it? Would I know his name?
Yes, you would know him. Oh, yes.
Would some of the listeners know his name?
Yes.
Would they identify him?
Yes,
well, why not name him?
I don't want to.
He may be proud of his belly and may be happy that you want it.
I don't think he knows he has a good belly.
Well, tell me who he is.
No, I don't want to mention him.
I can't picture his belly unless I put a name
No,
on the belly.
I'm not going to tell you.
Let me put a name on the belly.
I'll tell you privately.
Privately is no good. We're on the radio now.
No.
Go on,
I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to mention his
You're
name.
no fun.
No, I don't want to, but because he's my role model. No,
Is he?
aye.
Is he a snooker player?
No, and I said to myself, that's the belly. Why could I not have a belly like that?
Well, do you think you can shape your belly?
No, because it's my physical shape.
Because I see your belly taking on a life of its own.
No,
basically.
a doctor told me. He says, no, you've just got one of those bodies. He says, you'll never have the six pack unless you really worked at it.
Did you ask him if you could have a six pack?
I says, where does my belly start? Way up there. See where your belly. See, normal men's bellies start.
Yeah.
Mine starts all the way up here at the top of my rib cage.
Below your nipple.
But part almost right beside.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Below your nipple.
Just
that's
there,
where your belly
look.
starts.
Do you see where it starts?
Stop me pointing. Emma, don't be looking.
My belly starts there.
It's an awful... Emma, don't look at that. This is what happens when you're pregnant. You don't want to be reminded of that.
I hate my belly.
I know you do. I hate it too, but I don't like to say to you about it, because you're sensitive. I don't want to mention it to you.
No.
I only brought it out there. I only brought it in, in passing as part of an anthropological exercise.
Janet keeps trying...
Is that Janet there or is that Emma?
No, it's Emma. Janet keeps telling me I'm all right. She says,
but she's saying that because
she's only saying that I know.
No, she thinks you're her boss.
No, she says...
That's what she's saying.
She says, you're all right. She says, there's nothing wrong with you, you're all right, she keeps
No,
saying.
she's all right compared to all the other people.
But I don't believe it.
No, but you're all right compared to the rest of them. But these are the people in pubs. These are the people you don't see. These are people who don't smoke anymore. This is what happens to these people. They start out smoking, then they stop smoking. Then they get married. Then they had children. Then they started to go to the pub at night because they couldn't stand to be in the house. Men. And then these are the men who go to pubs to watch football because they can't watch football in their own house because they can't stand the wife shouting at them. And they drink and they're drinking pints and they're not smoking. They get the big bellies. There's consternation over legs. Legs will be required to run the New York Marathon and must be treated with the utmost respect. Hard days lie ahead on the east coast of those United States.
I could never lift my legs.
I noticed that. I noticed your legs are becoming increasingly, well, I suppose, horizontal.
Yeah. No, but when you try to do exercise, when you were younger, and you would lie on your back and lift your legs up. There used to be an exercise, you would lift them up about 18 inches off the ground, count to 10 slowly, then lift them up another bit, count to 10, then up, and then let them down again. No, you're doing all these sort of exercises.
But this is me now.
And I couldn't do it. I used to cheat. I used to count to 10 very quickly. Once if I was in a 10, then...
you see, you can't
I could
fool
never
yourself.
do it. And this, this lying on your back and touching your toes. I just couldn't be bothered doing that, so...
No, I understand the dilemma. I understand the torture and the pain you're going through. But you see that lifting legs thing? That's me now. You're saying you did that when you were young, but I'm doing it now because...
No, you're not.
You have no idea.
I bet you're not.
Look at me.
I bet you're not.
Emma, look at me. Have you ever seen me looking better? I'm trained, honed. I'm like a butcher's dog. Do you see when they see me in the streets of New York? This day fortnight we'll be in New York.
You don't believe me?
This day fortnight we'll be broadcasting from New York.
How can I get out of that?
You can't get out of it. You have to come. And you have to sit up for 3 days because the BBC won't allow you to go to bed. Will we tell them about that?
Go on, tell them.
Go on. We're going over. You're going over. We're going over. Are you going on the Friday?
I have no idea.
Yes, I'm telling you now. You're going on the Friday. Not this Friday, but the Friday after that. We're going on the same flight, And all the marathon runners will be on that flight as well. Then I will be whisked to another hotel and you'll be sent to some dive in the Bowery, right? And then we will do little things in the afternoon. We'll be tired though. And then on Saturday I'll have to rest, like a gladiator. And then on Sunday we'll be up very, very early. And I will run across the Brooklyn Bridge and you'll try and keep up with me. And we will do programs.
What's very, very early?
Oh, you've no idea.
Well, I would like to know.
I'm not quite sure what time... See, I'm not sure what time I have to start. There are different waves of starters. I may be the 8 o'clock wave, in which case we'll have to get up at 6, right? And I may be a 9 o'clock man, I may be a 10 o'clock man, maybe 11 o'clock man, I don't know. It's all in the draw. Anyway, I'll be finished, when the race starts, I'll be finished a half an hour later. And then we will meet then. And then I will have my legs massaged. And then I'll go to bed very, very early. Because we are broadcasting this program on Monday Morning Live. And that's from New York. And it'll be 5:30 in the morning in New York when we say, good morning, everyone. It'll be 10:30 here. It'll be 5:30 in New York.
Up about 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. I will have to get up at 6:20. I'll have to get up at 5:20. But you, Mr. Bradley, have to get up early to prepare the programme. I'll get up a quarter of an hour before it starts.
We'll be up about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think so. And then all that day,
yes,
you won't be able to go back to bed because you have nowhere to go to because you have to check out your hotel. And then you have to fly back that afternoon. And then you have to lose another 5 hours. And then by the time you get to here, you won't know where you are because you'll been up for like 2 days. BBC won't let you stay another night.
So when we finish the programme at half 6...
You have to walk around the streets.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
in
you have to
New
walk.
York.
You can't go back to your hotel.
We have no hotel.
No,
We've
because
no
you'll have
hotel.
checked out. Our next segment is concerned with furnishing golfer Darren Clarke with a new laugh. You may think that his old one has served him well, but you can't stand still in this world. Darren Clarke, that is one of the Open.
It talks in bits. We spurt like.
We spurt it, and then he stops.
That's right.
And then he stops for another bit.
It's I want Open.
I want Open.
Want Open.
I want Open. That's too fast.
No, but he does that. He says,
well, see, this is for the benefit of English people. You won the Open? That means I won the Open. I won the Open.
Yeah, but
I mean, won the Masters.
No.
Well, let's give him a laugh.
We'll give Darren Clarke.
Give him a giggle.
Well, I
won the Open.
Let's get the voice. What do you get?
Do you remember Mike Yarwood gave Harold Wilson a laugh?
No, he gave Harold Wilson a saying.
No, he gave him a laugh as well.
He gave Harold Wilson, as I said at the Brighton conference.
Yeah, he never said that.
He never said that.
But he also gave him a laugh.
Did he give him a laugh?
Give him a laugh. Yeah, I can't do it, but he did give him a laugh. He never had. And then people thought Harold Wilson laughed like that. And Harold Wilson was very upset because he didn't laugh like that. Kind of
Oh, that's right. He did laugh.
Yes, of course.
I remember him taking the pipe out and laughing. That's correct. Correct.
So I'm going to give Darren a bit of a...
How would Darren Clarke laugh? Right, well, let's get the voice.
Give him a high-pitched giggle.
Will we give him a high-pitched voice?
No, because when he goes up at the end, he goes...
Well, I like...
it was very good fun. There's two boys on the radio.
No,
What about that?
I like a pint. Well, just because I like a pint. And I like a smoke. What about that?
I like that.
Okay. I'm Darren Clarke. I like a pint. I like a smoke.
I like your new laugh.
I like that start to you laugh. I'm Darren Clarke. I've got a new laugh.
I'll try it out. Maybe I'll just say, I'll try it out at the Q Club. Stop this.
No, another pint.
More drink. Sporting heroes proliferate. Darren Clarke is spat out only to be replaced by a man from yesteryear. Who now dreams of Dennis Taylor? There was a time when folk all over the world wore their glasses upside down, but we're all snookered in the end.
They can't disguise the blue, the old Coal Island blue.
The Coal Island blue.
Yeah, blue, the blue.
See, that's what happens to many people from Northern Ireland. There are certain words that they cannot say. One of them, of course, is, well, the U sound is the one. You. And some of them say you, don't they?
You?
And coming, how are you today? Sometimes they say that.
We say you.
We say, how are you today?
You.
You're all right, you. See, people go to England, and when you say you, people laugh at them. So they say you, don't they?
How are you?
How are you?
It's a hard one to say, isn't it?
Go on, say it. You'd be swanky. You're talking in English. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sean. How are you?
Hello, Jerry. How are you? You see, you have to...
You see, it's no good. That's no good the way you say it.
I try to say...
Try to be swanky. I'll say, hello, Sean. Hello, Sean. How's it going?
Hello, Jerry. How are you?
See, that's no good.
But I try to say it nice.
Try and be swanky this time.
I'm trying.
Hey, Sean. Hello. How are you?
Hello, Jerry. How are you?
Still no good. You see, you can't do it.
Well, how can I do it?
You should say, how are you?
Well...
You.
You.
You say, yeah, you.
Hello,
I'll try
Jerry.
it again. Sean, what about you? Sorry, I'm supposed to be English. Hello, Sean. Hello. Well, how's it going?
I'm fine, Jerry. How are you?
That's good, yeah.
How are you?
That was good, yeah. Yeah, you're nearly there.
Yeah, but I would need to say to you, I would need to say that to you, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
How are you, Jerry?
You can go up and down if you
I've
like.
got to go up and down.
But see, when you go up and down, you're cheating.
Who was the first man to go up and down?
The first man to go up and down, I think, was Terry Neal.
That's it's between Terry Neal and Mike Bull.
Mike Bull.
Yeah,
No, it's Mike Bull.
Yeah,
it's not Mike Bull.
I think it might have been Mike Bull.
First man to go up and down.
Yes, I think so, because he was a high jump vaulter. What do you call that?
High
thing?
jump vaulter?
What do you call that thing?
A high water jump,
What do
people.
you call that thing? You go over a big, tall pole.
Pole vaulter. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Emma. We can always depend on you. Thank you for listening. I'm not well.